Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leia if this is your first time here. In today's video, I did do a makeup tutorial on this look. It is really like super sultry, super natural, super wearable makeup. I used the ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. It was my first time using it and it didn't disappoint. It's just like the most prettiest palette ever. I mean, I don't know, like this middle shade right here is just like, oh, it's just so pretty. That's like actually one of my favorite colors ever. Like a color like that is pretty much what I could wear on my lids all the time. This one called Get Cracking, that one was really pretty too. I used it on my lower lash line. I wished I used it more. It's like a cool tone brown color. It has like a little bit of a sparkle, a little bit of a shimmer, but the shimmer is not anything that's too much. It is just, I don't know, beautiful color. Love that. And then my other color that I love was Palm Reader, which is this color right here. And it is great for all over the lid. It is great for like inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight. I would say those are my three favorites in the palette, but again, they were all beautiful. The mattes totally blended out really well. And yeah, I got this beautiful makeup look. This is totally an everyday palette. You could wear it like just, you know, if you want to be toned down but have like a little bit of eyeshadow on, or you could turn it into like a glam look like I did. So I definitely plan on using this palette a lot more in the future. And I will list everything in the description box that I used on my face. Please do subscribe to my channel. I really need your support and I would love to have you here if you love my content. And let's get started on today's video. Roll it.
Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, I can't live.
All right, and let's get started. I'm gonna use my Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer, and this is a Luxie 209 large shader brush. I'm gonna go ahead and put down a base. Usually, again, I don't use a lot of eye primer, but lately I have been. And I don't know, I guess my eyeshadow's been coming out great, so I've just been continuing to use this. And then kind of to set it, I'm just going to go in with my Cover FX loose powder and set it. I could have used the color shredded inside the palette because it is that light, like beige, neutral tone color, but I went ahead and just used my translucent powder. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the crease work. This is the color Lovely Bunch from the palette. And I used this Alamar like blending brush. I did receive it in a BoxyCharm and I do love the brush. It's very fluffy. And then I'm going to go in with Shell Yeah and kind of just layer up these two colors and deepen up the crease. So again, just windshield wiper motions back and forth just to deepen up the crease. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Colada on my favorite Sephora Pro Crease number 10 brush. I'm just further adding crease work and then cleaning up the lines on the first two shades. So I'm kind of taking this kind of on top of what I did. It's still the crease work, but again, like on top and cleaning it up a little bit. This is where my makeup look gets a little bit tricky. I wanted to do like a spotlight eye, so I started with the shade De Coco to put on like the outer V and then also the inner corner. And I was noticing the brushes I was using were not working. I started with the Luxie 205 and then I moved to this Anastasia brush, which is the ones that they usually put in the palettes. Neither of them worked to what I wanted. So I found this brush called, I don't know, it's by the Vintage Company. There's no name on it, but it worked the best, so I went ahead and went in with this brush to create the spotlight look that I was going for. And right here, I'm kind of just packing on the color De Coco, again on the inner and outer corner of the eye until I got the desired look. And then I went in with Cocoa Crush, which is that middle shade. It's just a beautiful champagne color. I used my finger at first to like pack it on, and then I went back in with that same brush from the Vintage Company and kind of blended the two together so it looked more like seamless, like there was no like harshness between them. And then I just used that Luxie blending brush and went back in with that first shade, Lovely Bunch, kind of again just to clean up the work. Eye looks are all about like placing color and then cleaning up, placing color and then cleaning them up. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. For my inner corner and to highlight my brow, I went in with the shade Palm Reader. It's kind of just like that frosted, like metallic, I don't know, like an icy white color. It's very shimmery. It's like resembles a highlight. So that's what I used again to highlight my brow bone and inner corner highlight. I do like the shade a lot. It's a pretty shade. It does look a little patchy like when you swatch it, but it is a pretty shade and I love the color it turns out to be. Okay, I'm gonna move on to my face. I will come back and finish my lower lash line. I am gonna use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade Rattan, and then this is just my beauty blender, the blue one that came out. And then this is the ColourPop concealer that I'm gonna use. I just highlight underneath my eyes, around my nose because I get a little bit red, and then just down the center of my face, like my forehead, the bridge of my nose, kind of like my upper lip and my chin. And then with that same beauty blender, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out as well. This is the shade, I think, Light 18 from ColourPop. To set my concealer, I am going with a new powder. This was recommended to me by an Ulta Beauty employee. It is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and this is the shade Fair Light. I actually really liked it, so woot woot, what a great drugstore find. And I'm gonna go ahead and just set everywhere pretty much that I contoured. And then this is my Physician formula, which I use it a lot. It's definitely getting down to the pan. And I'm gonna go ahead and dust that everywhere else that I didn't set with my Morphe E41 brush. And I'm gonna go into bronzer. This is the Coconut Beach bronzer from ColourPop. It's the one that came in the Going Coconuts collection. I actually really do like this one, and I'm glad that I got this shade and not the other one, because the other one looked more red tone, and this one definitely is like more of a medium matte brown that you can contour with. So to bronze, I'm using my Moda Pro brush. It's the BMX 130 pointed blush brush. And then I'm contouring with my good old NARS Ita. And I'm using the same bronzer because it doesn't have shimmer. It works well for bronzer as well. Blush for today is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Seduce. I'm going in with my Morphe M462 brush. This color actually complements this look really well. It's just almost like a neutral blush color, and it goes really well with what we did on the eyes. And then I'm going to take the Exposed highlight again from Tarte. This is one of their Amazonian Clay highlights. And I'm going to go ahead and start highlighting with my M510 brush from Morphe. I just hit all the, common spots, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and then on my cheeks.
You're just gonna walk into my room. I hate how you assume I'll take the pleasure and the pain, the sorrows in your brain, 'cause I know you're on the run. I'll take the pleasure and the pain, your secrets to my grave, 'cause you are the only one.
I went in a couple times with the shade Palm Reader again and re-highlighted my inner corner of my eye. I don't know when I'm going to learn to do that at the very end, because every time I add shadow or do concealer or anything, it dusts away. So again, I don't know when I'm going to learn to do that at the end. But I went ahead and zoomed you on in so we can finish our lower lash line. This is the shade Nutty, and I'm going to just go in on a flat brush. This is just an e.l.f. brush, very cheap, so I'm just packing on that color on my lower lash line. You can go as intense or as far down as you want, and then we're going to blend it out. This is that Luxie brush, and again, the shade Get Crackin'. It's that pretty like brown color, but it has a shimmer in it. And wow, I can't wait to put this all over the lid. It's gonna be such a bomb lid shade. And I don't know why I didn't use it more, but I really, really liked it. And then this is just a black hole. It's from the brand Vintage or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know where I got this, but I'm gonna use it since I have it. And I'm just drawing a black line on my lashes. I'm gonna blend it out. It's pretty much just to help out my false lashes that I'm gonna put on. I didn't feel like putting a precise line, so I just decided to smudge some eyeliner so my false lashes blend in with my real lashes. And again, this is just that e.l.f. shader brush where I'm just gonna smudge it out on my lash line. And then using that same black eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my waterline and also tightline with that as well. It's not my favorite eyeliner. I definitely had to go in with a couple of coats, but again, it's what I have. Use what you have. There are some great drugstore eyeliners, very, very cheap and very, very pigmented. So I'm going to be trying to find one of those soon. Right here, I'm just dusting off all the powder that I have. I did try to clean up my contour a little bit, so I was cleaning that up because I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with some Urban Decay All Nighter, which is what I just did. And then go in and set my brows with the NYX Brow Mascara, and this is the shade Brunette. I use this every day, it's just my normal brow routine. It's very basic, something I do all the time. Right here, I'm just coating my lashes with some of the NYX Rise Up mascara. It's my favorite mascara. I use this all the time, even when I do not wear false lashes, but I'm just, you know, getting them prepped for falsies. And these are the Tarte collaboration with Lily Pons. I love these lashes. I want to go get a couple more pairs because I think they're limited edition. But gosh, look at that lash. It's just so pretty. I really, really like it. And I'm just using like my tweezers. Again, I'm not the best with lashes. I'm a work in progress. I do use the green Duo eyelash glue. It's the only one that I really can use because it has the vitamin E and it doesn't like mess with my eyes. And then again with that same mascara, the NYX one, I'm going to go ahead and coat my lower lash line. And finally going on to our lips, which has got to be one of my favorite parts of makeup. I'm going to go ahead and use this like Kokie retractable lip liner. This is the shade Dusty Rose. I really love these. I wish they're a little more durable because I feel like they break pretty easily, but they just glide so well and the colors are so beautiful. I already used the nude shade and this one is almost out as well, which is like the pink mauve shade. So I'm due to go back and grab some more, but these colors are just so pretty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line them, and I always fill them in. That's my trick to make my lipstick last forever. And then this is just Queen Bee by Too Faced. Good old staple favorite. I love this shade. It goes with a lot of things and it looks pretty on my skin tone and a lot of other people's skin tone as well. It's a pretty matte liquid lip and it's not drying. It's just very, very comfortable. You don't get the cracked lips. It doesn't like hurt. It's just the best liquid lip ever. Alright guys, this is the final look of this makeup tutorial. I love this palette. The Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop is real good. I mean, those shades are pretty much everyday wear. Everything that I use, and I think I used them all. I really did. The only one I don't think I used was Shredded, which is this one in this top corner. But, I mean, that is just the most, like, you can just throw it all over the lid, like, when you're barely getting started. But I used every single shade on my eyes, and wow, like, it looks so good. I, like, really like this. It's the most, like, it's the everyday glam. Like, who doesn't like this? It's just such a pretty palette. I don't have anything bad to say about this palette. It's my first time using it, and I loved it. I love the way it looks. I like the way it came out. Like, ColourPop hits it
all the single time. Like great releases. So if you did like this, please do give it a thumbs up and please do subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here for future videos, and I really hope you have a great holiday. I'm filming this the day before Thanksgiving, so tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and I hope you eat a lot of food, all your favorite foods, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!